Well, this exhibition titled Transformation, and the subject is it's quite actively related to current political social climate. So, for you, what the transformation means, and also how your work related to transformation.
Well, transformation for me is the future crashing inevitably towards us. It is the unstoppable change that we can do nothing about. I mean, most of my work deals with this idea of the transient, the change, the thing, this unobtainable now that moves every second and every second. And a lot of my work is painting, and in my paintings, you know, in some way I'm trying to grasp now, the present, forever. But of course it's impossible. Things keep moving and moving and moving. The film that's showing here for this transformation exhibition, which I couldn't be more happy to be invited, thank you very much, I filmed a tiger, a Bengal tiger. I filmed it in England. We filmed it in a black studio, very simple, and the tigers were ex-circus performers. And the tiger, you know, walks around the viewer on 4 screens and stares at you as if you are in the cage and the tiger is looking at you. The idea of the subject matter, you know, a tiger is an endangered species. The Bengal tiger, there's maybe only 2,000 left in the wild, so it's a very endangered species. And the tiger is such a great symbol of sort of beauty and loss and change, of course, in that we look at the tiger, it's a beautiful thing, it's a wonderful thing to look at, it's an inspiring, you know, powerful creature, but the irony is there's not many left, they're dying. And here we are looking at this tiger on video, but it's there for our entertainment. And, you know, that's quite a sad place to be. The tiger should be in the jungle, but now it's on video for us, you know, to watch. It's a symbol of maybe a negative change or a symbol of civilization, the result of civilization. It's this loss of environment, this loss of nature, this loss of beauty. And of course the other thing is that it's a circus tiger, so it was a performing animal, and again performing for our amusement. So there's a lot of tragedy in there, and along with the soundtrack, which is a Polish composer's sort of a remembrance soundtrack for Holocaust survivors. You know, this is all about humanity's poor record of, you know, of love in many ways. So it's a long and complicated story about change, and but at the same time it is, of course, about beauty, and there are many other levels underneath that sort of sadness to the story of circuses, especially in the 19th century, about histories of human communities coming together to view spectacles. There's a number of other things involved in there, but all this information is contained in a very simple image of a tiger staring at you, staring into your soul.
Yeah. And also, if we just impose kind of institutional kind of ideas and who is watched and who is a watcher, so something like that. So in the kind of structure like a prison, or you know, like when you see it's a circus, but definitely now it's a tigers around us, and we are the watching, because and also John Burgess writing about very interesting book and the essay the animal's gaze. Yeah, for me it's quite interesting, so and related to your work also.
Yeah, I think gaze, I think it's a very interesting thing to be confronted by the victim of civilization, something that we, you know, is so beautiful that yet so rare and so tragic, and now you have to stare at it. And many people, when we originally showed the film in Hong Kong, It's a very large black space, so the screens were quite enormous, and it was very confronting, and people were really quite moved to tears watching the film. So that was a very good result of that project.
So I just do the second question.
Sure.
And the second question is, if you have a second life after you died, and if you have another life, and what you want to be?
I'm not sure. Either a butterfly,
nice.
You know, fleeting but beautiful, or maybe a big whale that has an extremely long life and that circles the oceans. One or the other, either fast or forever.
That's interesting. Okay. And what I say is, now is everything very much changing and very transitional time, and within this kind of climate and economical situation. So under this kind of climate, I just make this exhibition, also showing the piece, including your piece, to the audiences. And if you have any kind of message to the audiences, through this exhibition, or you observing the current situation to the audiences.
Well, I think the truth is we're always in times of transition. You know, I think you feel the transition more acutely in the 21st century because communication is so advanced and it is so accessible, and our world becomes smaller and we become more and more connected. And you know, with this enormous population, that's an intimidating time to be. But at the same time, it's a wonderful thing. That connectivity is also a wonderful thing when one realizes, for all our differences and all our individuality, we're also incredibly connected, that we all feel love and fear and insecurity and hope. And so I say the message is that, yes, for this dramatic time of change, you know, scary as it is, it's also wonderful that this will bring people, that it brings people together, that change is what moves civilization forward, hopefully. So, you know, it's all good.